quick check to see if I'm actually running here. It says I'm excellent. It says I have stream health. Hey, there I am. Okay. Just checking on OBS. OBS is being kind of laggy on here. I don't know. Maybe it's just my dumb luck. Anyway. This is my first time trying to stream from GhostBSD. I had an incident where I wanted to experiment. And after seeing how crazy the Linux world is getting. I don't know what's gotten into freedesktop.org. Everybody that's wrapped into Ubuntu and Red Hat, they all seem to be drinking that communist Kool-Aid. And they are going to try to take down their major operating systems with their push to get away from the GPL. And the only reason why I can figure they're doing that is because the MIT license is more in line with communist ideals. Also, they could just go closed source after they get to the MIT license, because the MIT license has nothing against that. Another thing that's making me wonder what the heck's going on is this version of OBS on GhostBSD. At first, I couldn't get it to work at all, and I had to use a simple screen recorder for my test recordings that you've seen me upload recently. And so let me think. Anyway, I couldn't get it to work right. The visuals were all wrong. I had to fix DPI. This is awesome. This is besides me playing Mr. Is, which is my plan. This is also myself just video blogging my issues with OBS. And one of them is that it doesn't have the browser plugin. I think I just mentioned that, but I'm just kind of trying to figure out how this is working. I ended up copying the CSS and putting it on a separate browser page using a plugin and ran it that way instead of trying to run it on here. So I don't even know how CSS is working. I probably should go and do a test post and see if I pop up. I'm going to use my phone to go look at what I'm doing, because that's life. Once I get it to where I'm going to post in my own chat and see if I pop up. Oh, I'm showing up there. The echo from my humidifier is pretty loud. Oh well. Anyway, let's test. CSS hack. CSS hack. How about not auto-correcting myself when I'm typing the correct thing I'm typing? Test. I do not see my CSS blow up on here. Oh, fantastic. Let me see what the other page says. It's not even showing it at all. Why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to me? I could have sworn I had that window captured. Maybe I'm capturing the wrong one. Was it this one? Nope. Where'd how they go? Yeah. Another thing I learned is that on GhostBSD you cannot count on normal Discord's client to work. So I've had to use Abaddon for my Discord messaging, because use regular Discord with Discord's current update rate that they do, you're only guaranteed 1 day of Discord use for like 2 weeks. It's terrible but true. This is like, it took about 2 weeks for it to actually get to the recent version of Discord, and then already there's no point in me switching to Discord because by the time I did that, it would already be gone. Why is my freaking window not showing? Do I have to do some dumb stuff and have it over here? Because this is the window that should be captured right here. This one right here should be captured. It says Mozilla Firefox. It should be capturing this. Oh, hell. I applied to CCS. It should be capturing it. It should be capturing it. Properties. It's the correct one. It literally is the correct one. I don't understand it. So I can't even see my chat. Maybe I should just do something stupid and put the chat window somewhere else, because I can do that. I can go grab this. I can turn off that stupid CCS. One moment. I gotta go back over here. Click this. Click this. Turn off the CCS override. Oh, see, now you show up. I hate you. Not only do you show up, but you show up wrong. Why is this a thing? I guess I turned the CCS override back on. Making sure I'm on the right one. Yep. Yep. Yep, that's correct. It's just being dumb. It'd be nice if I could change what it says there. But that's life. Now what? Oh. More life stuff. Go figure. Strange. Oh well. Yeah. Anyway, even if my chat's not working, where the hell am I now? Oh, I dimmed out. Well, anyway, even if my chat's not working, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's not working. I should be having my fades and stuff, but I can't tell. I honestly cannot tell. Can't tell at all. Let me try this again. Pop out the chat. Okay. OBS. Oh, see, that's showing it again. That's what it's supposed to be doing. But it's showing it the wrong way. I shouldn't even be seeing this. This should be maximized. It should be on the other tab. CCS is on, right? The CCS is on. What? Why is it doing this? Oh well. I guess the add-on doesn't work for me, so I'm gonna have to just get rid of it. Yep. Fantastic. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna just resize this window. May as well. May as well resize it. Now I need to move that window. I don't want that above there. Really? I guess this is my life now. Go figure. Will it disappear if I move this to the other window? That's all I'm curious about. If I move this to the other workspace, yeah, it disappears. Mother fricker. So, that's a thing. Why you gotta be like that, huh? Yep. My muddling testing stream. This goes back to the left. Go figure. Well, anyway. At least I can do this other thing. Finally. The real thing that I was here for. Mr. Is. Other than the live TL floating thing. And, why is my chat not showing my freaking post now? Okay, that looks good. Except for that pop-up. That looks bad. But this looks good. As long as I can just hit in here and type quickly, I will do it. But anyway, Mr. Is. It runs. My hacky setup. It's more hacky. Go figure. I really wished I could get this overlay working, but it's just not available. And it's just like this game. This is a Unix only game. This game I cannot find on any Linux distro. There's ports of the source so you can compile it, but it's not on any distro. It is so freaking weird. It's only on here on BSD Unix based systems, which is what I'm using, GhostBSD. I'm just freaking baffled. Anyway, game time. P for pause and page. So, controls are actually pretty simple. There's no audio. Or I made that comment in the stream. Heading, oops. Maybe if I don't talk, I might be able to actually play Mr. Do or Mr. Is or wherever this game is supposed to actually be. Obviously Mr. Do though. Now this game actually can run in black and white, and this isn't the only old game I found that's quiet. There's a couple other old games that are Unix based that are quiet. Also black and white. Found a version of X. I found the original version of X-Chomp. That was very black and white. Very, very, very black and white. Nope. I push out. Instead. You know, one of the funny things I did when I was a teenager is that they had a personality test where they're like, you're a certain video game character. If you were to do it personality wise. And wow, I thought it was gonna be compared to Pac-Man, but it turns out I'm more like Mr. Do because I am somewhat of a creative, aggressive person. And I do mean somewhat, because the personality test said that people that were Pac-Man were extremely aggressive. All I really do is if you mess with me, I get even. Whoops. And I'd do it with apples. I really wish I could find that test, because that'd be funny to link back to on X or Twitter, wherever you want, whatever we call it these days. Yikes. That was scary. The game was like, no, you get to live. Well, I killed all the monsters. Surprising. I thought I was going to get all the cherries first. Oh. So much for getting the extra life. Getting killed off before I can even get all the letters. I have the X and the, I have the R and the X. I just need the other ones. I don't need the E. Ah. One more time. Yeah, absolutely silent for a Mr. Do game. I mean, I can understand it. They don't really want. I don't think the people that were playing this wanted to get caught playing this where they were at. Back in the day, just see. Oops, I touched the guy. You could just see all the hacker guys trying to do some electrical, do some computer engineering and stuff like that. Science research, and here they are with Mr. Do sitting on their systems. Well, that was close. Yikes, I want that. That was not what I wanted to hit. I mean, it works, but that wasn't what I wanted to hit. That's what I wanted to hit. There we go. Yeah, I am closing one eye. Something, it feels like I got a hair in my eye. Like from my eyelash. I mean, it's totally possible. Oh, I hope I don't run into the guy. Yeah, I hit space and skip the animation. That was a surprise that I could do that. Oh, it even has intermissions? Oh, it's not showing the cartoon animation though, but it has the intermission tally screen. That is interesting. I mean, there shouldn't be any reason for it because I mean, for not having the animation. But I guess he's just like, well, this is close enough. Because he's got these animations, he just doesn't have the animations at the tally screen. Interesting. And when I mean he, I mean the game. Mr. Ease. This game has an alternate mode where you play as a lady. And the worst thing about it, right? The worst and funny thing about it, I think, is the reason why it's not in Linux right now is because it actually makes a comment about modern mode as that mode. Yeah, isn't that terrible? It's literally referred to as modern mode. You might as well start this in the command line and type modern mode. It gender swap. And it calls it modern mode. No wonder I can't find this game on Linux. Let's get the T. Yeah, let's get the T. Let's get the T. Blam! What do you mean another T spawn? That was rude. Man. Here I was hunting, and the next thing I get killed by a kill spawner. I literally just killed his double, his twin, and he comes out and he kills me. What a mean letter monster. And all I'm doing is bouncing a ball at him. Yeah, sure, I know it's called the Miracle Ball, and it blows things up. But it's still just a ball. My goodness. What a mess. Then I hit one. What a heck. Well, at least I only need the E and the A. From what I'm seeing. Not that I'm going to get those. See, come out easy. See, freaking T just came back out. Take this, T. That's what you get for spawning. I don't need you. Yikes. Squash that. Another freaking T? Really? You're forcing me to get the freaking bonus. Ah! Apple Monster, stay the heck away from me. Oh my gosh, I got them all. Woo! I didn't drop a diamond? What? Oh, an E. 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 I need an E. E. What the heck was that? The game, man. Whoa. Ah. This is very accurate to the arcade game's difficulty. It really is. I think the one time I played this and I ended up getting that was because I ended up getting pretty far because I got lucky and got the diamond. I didn't just get the diamond. I got the diamond and I ended up getting the diamond with the 80 lives bug. I did that on my own when I was a kid. This arcade game I saw once at a carnival of all things, where they set up arcade machines. Back in the 80s, anything could happen. Believe me on this. But this is the game I saw. It was the first time I ever encountered Mr. Do, and I really liked the game. When I was a kid, I looked at it, I was like, hey, this is awesome. You got so many different ways to win. So many different ways to die. You can screw up and kill yourself. You could get overran. Like there. Or you're running into stuff on accident. I need one letter monster. I'm about ready to force this. Yeah, let's get the X to come out because I'm tired of playing this. Wait. I need that letter. So we just sitting there going, oh no, let's not give you a letter. Who put the apples in my way? I'm actually surprised how arcade accurate this game really is compared to the original. It even has the bonus for getting the last cherry, where instead of giving you 50 points, it gives you 250 points in a sequence. It's pretty damn good. No, R. No. How dare you come back out here and try to get me? Oops, wrong button. Now the buttons on here are actually laid out like how you would have like on the Apple computers, or this game was designed in such a way that you could play it without an arrow key, so you could play this on any type of keyboard. Whoever did this programming of this game thought that far ahead, but the way the buttons are laid out, it confuses me sometimes. I hit the wrong button over here because it's like it says Z and X for left and right, and apostrophe and backslash for up and down. And I always hit the wrong one when it comes to apostrophe and backslash, and that's just a mental thing of my own. I just get screwed up every time. It's pretty bad. I do the same on any game that has this type of layout. And the worst thing is this is only slightly better than co-op, and I only mean slightly because my thumb's closer to the spacebar this way. Because with the co-op key layout, no, your thumb's like really far away from that. Because you're stretching your whole hand out to push co-op. I mean, yeah, for some people it's more comfortable, but I have tight tendons. Tight tendons basically say keep your knuckles closer. How I play on a computer if I don't have a gamepad. I literally have my fingers down in the corner. I even do this with most recent games. If I find that the controller's not feeling comfortable, I'll switch over to doing it like this. For my button choices. Nope. I turned around and hit space too late. I'm doing it. I'm Mr. Doing It. In case you're wondering, I think this stream is on par for my channel's history. My channel has always had audio issues. It's had missing audio, choppy audio, echoey audio, low audio, high audio, mistimed audio. And I do mean mistimed audio because when I first started this, one of my first videos, I ended up using a separate audio recorder for my voice and recorded from RetroArch because it was before OBS, so kind of desynced, pretty bad. I do mean before I went and got OBS. My computer at the time, it barely was able to record using RetroArch, an audio recorder. That's why they desynced. Oh, I would fire up some music, but already this is gonna be marked by the AA as a Mr. Do video. If not, I will mark it as Mr. Do myself personally. Yeah. Uh-oh. Almost killed myself. Squash him. Ooh, I got two of them. Screw it. I'm like, I'm gonna hunt the E. And I was like, nope. Not anymore. This game has actually a pretty interesting take on what Mr. Do, or Mr. Is here is. A gnome. Like a garden gnome. I got him. Monster's worth more points, I guess. Ah! That was dumb of me. I know, let's just run face first to the guy that's gonna start digging. I'm actually surprised that the stream keeps saying it's dropping frames. I wonder what the hell's going on there. Is it my face? I doubt it's the pattern on the board. Maybe it's just because of the way I got chat floating. That's life. Yeah, OBS on GhostBSD. Man, I wish I had the browser overlay. I really do. The worst thing is I can run the transparency thing, right? Still from the plugin. But it won't do me any good because all will show. It'll just not show the window. So I can't even set it on a separate tab. If it's on a separate tab, it doesn't even show up. So it would really be nice if I could just browser capture the whole source instead. But that's not happening. Just like myself focusing on Mr. Do here. Mr. Is, Mr. Do, Mr. Is. Yikes. Almost killed myself coughing. Oops. You know, the real funny thing is I wanted to install Windmill Software's Digger because I like that game, and there's been modern ports of it, and it does show up on here in GhostBSD's packages, but it's a full it's a frame buffer app, and you need to have a certain library installed to use it. I found that out when I tried the command line it because it didn't show up in my pull down menu. And I don't see why it's a frame buffer app unless it's doing some weird hackery. Because there is an X window port of the game and an SDL port too. Go figure. This is what I think of you, Mr. Is. Why have you such a hard game? The demo's actually pretty funky, though. I'll admit that. This demo for this is pretty funky. Let the demo run a little bit while I fiddle around this stupid window. I have no idea what I'm gonna do. It has the emo pop up over here, so that means I got this down here just low enough so I can actually type and see what the heck I type. But this is not adequate. Not at all. I mean, I was aware I might have to do this. In fact, I was thinking of doing this with the simple screen recorder. And now that I know that OBS doesn't give me any much of an advantage other than I can capture my camera. Literally, I can just do this. I can just capture my camera using MPV if I felt like it. It would take up less of a hassle for me. You can just push that off to the side and have that window float. And it'd still be the same as this, only that you would also see the desktop. The GhostBSD desktop and my apps I got running in the background. That's all you would see. And you'd be not pleasantly surprised by what you see. You'd see just the web browser going. You'd see the Discord at client Abaddon going. You would see OBS is not actually would be running. It'd be simple screen recorder running. You'd see whatever game I'm playing running. That's all you'd see. Literally. But yeah. As I said, the demo is kind of its own interesting thing. It's like the letters float around, go up to the top, spell out the name of the port, Mr. Is. As I said before, it's pretty sad that this game has a modern audience mode. And you know what the really funny thing is? The modern audience mode, the name of the title of the game is Mrs. It. In modern audience mode, it says it's Mrs. It. Terrible. I mean, absolutely terrible. I mean, but who am I gonna say it's absolutely terrible? Because the way those people that are making the transition like that are behaving, maybe they're absolutely terrible. And I should believe what God has written, as a punishment. The Lord's own punishment that is written into the Bible. It's about people that mutilate their mutilate their genitals. And what else is transitioning? It's mutilating yourself. But basically, it's written in the Bible. If a man does anything to his bits and pieces, he is cast out of the kingdom of heaven. And I'm quite certain that the reason why a lot of these people are against Christians, Christian white men, in fact, is because of this ridiculous logic that they think that, oh, if we can just deny God, he can't affect us. But he does. They all wanted to fight with ice, and they got hit with a snowstorm. Major snowstorm. New York got buried. The one place where the issue would have been the worst got buried. Then surprisingly enough, because of how Marxism works, it's easier to convince people that they should be communists if they don't educate, if they're not well educated. It really is. And for the past, generation, our schools have actually failed at making kids smarter, and I can see why. I've experienced seeing the number grid version of mathematics, and I'm like, why would you teach kids this way? I mean, yeah, if they wanted to put kids with learning disabilities in classrooms with normal kids and then say, oh, that's all like this. Well, the thing is, I have actual learning disability. I'm an idiot savant. So, in a sense, right? If I find it insulting that they changed math this way, you know it's bad. Also, I kind of grew up with the last, year of phonics being taught in elementary school. I kind of remember that. And I think I got lucky that I was taught some phonics. Because phonics helps you pronounce words when you first read them, and when you pronounce them yourself, right? If it's a brand new word that you first read, and you pronounce it yourself, and I mean, it even happens to me nowadays when I'm looking at the gobbledygook that the lawyers speak that I've had to deal with for the past few years. It's helped me figure out what's going on, and also because of phonics, I ended up being able to work at the age of 13 doing hospital records for my what would they call that nowadays? But I was doing it as my educational job experience when I was in grade school. You know, pre-college and pre-high school and that, because I was 13 when I went and did that. That says a lot. It really does. It literally says a lot. Also, I seen something really dumb. I want to mention. Yeah, I'll just mention. It was about the minimum wage in fast food being pushed up to $20. I'm like, really? What are they gonna do? If they're gonna pay employees $20 for their minimum wage, the one thing they're gonna do is they're gonna get rid of ccashiers. They obviously got the technology to do it now. They have voice recognition AI. They use that drive-thrus already. Why not use it in the stores themselves? They are going to get rid of every cashier. There's no doubt about it. Any restaurant that pays that new minimum wage for fast food, $20, all gonna use computers for their cash registers with microphones, just sitting there going, "What's your order?" And then you'll see people get frustrated trying to talk to those things. If anything, any restaurant that adapts this new minimum wage policy, it's going to get screwed. 100% screwed. And the only reason why I figure this is going on is, once again, the weird communist push that's going through our nation. I am 100% convinced that there's only one Democrat, one actual Democrat, and the rest of them are all communists now. In one way or another, either they got blackmailed, right, but through Epstein, and then people that have the evidence through Epstein are using it to leverage people, right, or they are all taking money from the extremists. Like, trying to think, who should I mention? Well, I could definitely mention the Muslim Brotherhood. I mean, they 100% want to conquer the planet. Then you got other communists that got deep pockets that are funding Antifa, who just want to watch America collapse and burn. So we got a double whammy. We have the Democrats that snuck in extremists. They didn't care who they were bringing in. They just wanted the votes. So Donald Trump would win the second time around, or the first time around. But especially this most recent time, because otherwise they wouldn't have such a fit. They wouldn't have behaved like children. Grown freaking adults that are older than me, acting worse than me, and I'm just a big kid. As far as I'm concerned, I'm just a big kid. So strange. Oh well. I guess I'm done ranting, letting the game do its thing as like a distraction on the side while I'm ranting. And I guess I'll call it a night for this stream. Close the game, close the chat.